Hi, I'm Martina.
And I'm David.
Welcome to Shelf Help Gaming.
It's been a while, but we're back today to reveal our Christmas haul for the board games we've got this year.
2025 edition.
So first off, right before Christmas, one of our daughters had her birthday as well. So we gave her two board games, and the first of which is a new game. I think it came out this year. It's called Toy Battle. It's a really fun, simple game where you're pulling out these tokens from a bag that represents little toys, and you're playing them out on the battlefield trying to capture your opponent's base. It's really simple, really fun, and we look forward to playing this with my daughter and the rest of our family. And she also got a game called Juicy Fruits. I don't know a whole lot about this game, but it's fairly well rated, and it was on sale for like $5. So we picked it up, and it looks really cute. So that was her second game that she got for her birthday.
Birthday board games.
Not all of our kids enjoy getting board games for their birthdays, but this one in particular, she's our girl that loves board games. She's always asking to play board games. So we got her a couple board games.
So for Christmas, we're starting off with these games from Eventide.
Yeah, so this is a series of games from a new publisher, Eventide. It was created by Jeff Beck. He is one of the sons in the Grandpa Beck company of games that makes fun games like Skull King and Cover Your Assets. So he started his own company called Eventide Games and was selling these series of games exclusively, I think, in a bookstore here in Utah, where we live. And
David was able to go meet Jeff and get all these games signed.
So I actually helped Jeff Beck playtest these three games here, Lost Sheep, Gulls and Crickets, and Red and Blue, when they were in their prototype stage. So that was really fun to go and do that. And so when they came out, I picked up the whole set, and there's these other three that I didn't know anything about, and we played Popcorn Blossoms so far.
Our youngest daughter loves this game.
She absolutely loves it. She's asked to play it, I think, 4 or 5 times in the last 2 days. Yeah. We haven't played these yet, but they look really fun. All of these games are kind of vaguely religious themed, especially here in the Utah Mormon community. But
Latter-day Saint community.
Yes. But they're very fun. They tend to be for younger gamers. But I really like the Lost Sheep. It's a very simple game for kids. Red and Blue had some interesting card play decisions, and our daughter really, really loves Popcorn Blossoms as well. But we look forward to trying the other ones. Potluck Party in particular looks really, really fun. And I even though the artwork is kind of gross, it's got a whole bunch of nasty things like shrimp and tomatoes and carrots in Jell-O, which is a thing that we do in our church for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cheese and Jell-O, weird stuff.
So we're responsible for that. I'm sorry. Yeah. But yeah, we look forward to playing the rest of these games and doing some reviews on the channel. So
look forward to that. Next, we got some small and big bucks games from Allplay.
Yeah, Allplay is one of our favorite publishers. We have some of their other games already in this box size, but we went and picked up a lot more. First, we've got Bites, which is one of their old ones back from when they were called board game tables. So this one actually doesn't even say Allplay on it. But then there's River Valley Glassworks. That's a newer one. It's kind of like Azul. You're getting these little river pieces of different shaped colored glasses and putting them in a little grid in your area that scores for different colors and how much you've collected. And then we've got a bunch of little small box games. There's Panda Panda and Llama Llama. They're kind of sequels of each other. They're similar games where you're playing different combinations of llamas or pandas in different letters for points. Then there's Prey, which is an interesting trick-taking game where half the game you are playing with the numbered cards that represent the prey, and then you flip them around, and the last couple rounds, and then you're playing as the predators, which have a different number. So you have to determine when you want to play your strong cards or when you want to save them for a future round. Then there's Rainbow. It's another quick game that was highly rated. Don't know a whole lot about it, but it looked pretty cute. Things in Rings is a very simple and fun Venn diagram game. I know that doesn't sound fun, but it's basically that game where you have a stipulation of rules. It's like, I'm going on a camping trip and I'm bringing this, this, and this, and then everybody has to guess what the rule is on what the things you can bring. So it's kind of like that, except you have 3 different categories, and you're placing these things in the different rings that represent things in the Venn diagram. And if you play all your cards without making any mistake, then you win the game.
Some fun Dr. Seuss themed almost.
Yeah, the art is very whimsical, Dr. Seuss-esque. It's really fun. Then there's Oddland. One of our favorite games that we pull out all the time from Allplay is Chomp. And Oddland looks like a kind of a spin on Chomp a little bit. You're overlaying these cards just like Chomp, but it's all a shared board. And then you're placing down these pieces, kind of like Carcassonne or something, that score it with different objectives based on their adjacency and stuff. And then there's Lure. It's a dice rolling game where you select a certain number of dice to roll to hopefully catch bigger and better fish. So if you roll more of your dice, then you're going to get bigger numbers to hopefully catch the bigger fish. But if you choose to roll fewer of your dice, then you get to roll before everybody else, and you might steal those fish if you're lucky before the other people can get a chance. And then Ruins finally is one of our favorite designers, John D. Clare, who's designed such games as Space Base, Cubitos, and most recently the Mistborn Deckbuilding game that we really like. But he is basically the one that invented transparent cards that you lay on top of each other to change them and build them up. He did it first in Mystic Vale, and then Canvas is another game. It's not designed by him, but it's very popular on that. This one is a trick-taking game that uses that same concept where you're continuously upgrading your cards, and then you can claim some as your own, so you always start that round with those upgraded cards or whatever. So it looks really fun, and we're looking forward to playing a lot of these. So one of my teenage son's favorite games is King of Tokyo, and for his birthday early in the year we got the King of Tokyo Duel, which was really fun. But we have the big box of monsters that our family loves to play. There's another game that's also designed by the same designer, Richard Garfield, who designed Magic the Gathering as well, called Mindbug. And so this is kind of a cross-promotional release. They have a version of Mindbug where you can play with the monsters from King of Tokyo, and then they've got King of Tokyo where you can play the Mindbug characters in King of Tokyo. So that's what both of these are. He also got the latest monster pack for King of Tokyo with the Luchador, and that's, I think I shoved it already in this box, and I'm going to make room for it in the monster box later. But it's one of our family's favorite games, so we're excited for more content.
Yeah, and there's a review of Mindbug on our channel already.
Yes, that was one of the first video reviews we did.
Yeah.
The first release of Mindbug, First Contact. Now they have, I think this is the 5th release or something, 5th or 6th release. Not sure. It's been a lot. This is our next set of smaller games that we've got. Some of these are very hot games right now. Flip 7 is the latest craze. It's a very simple push-your-luck game where you're just flipping over cards and trying to flip over 7 in a row without getting any duplicates. But they go from 1 to 12, or I think there's a 0 card, 0 to 12. But there's 1 1, there's 2 2s, there's 12 12s in there. So you kind of have to count the odds and see what are your odds of flipping over 7, or if you want to stop and press your luck to go further or stop and bank the points that you've got. Then there's Jungo. I believe it's another really popular, not trick-taking game, but a ladder climbing, hand shedding game that we look forward to trying.
Cute monkeys.
Yeah.
Cute monkeys.
Cute monkeys indeed.
Oh, Nar.
Nar is a Viking game that I hear good reviews about, so I'll pick that up when it was on sale. I've been looking for this game forever, and it's always out of stock. It's called Ghost Blitz, and I found this mini version finally in this tin, and it's kind of like Spot It a little bit, but you have these little tokens. There's like a ghost and a mouse and a chair, these wooden tokens, and then you have these cards that show a picture of some items, and you have to flip over the card, and then if all the items have the correct color, you flip over the card, and then it shows a number of items, and whatever item that's showing the wrong color of the actual item, that's the item you need to pick up. And it's kind of a race to find which item doesn't match in the art or something like that. So
he's so tiny,
it's
too.
very fun. So hopefully our kids don't lose this. That's how tiny he is, but it's fun. Then there's P is for pizza, or P for pizza. It's a very quick and simple word game where you're associating kind of like categories or something. You're associating words in different categories with the letter that they start with. Rebel Princess is a really popular trick-taking game based on hearts, but every round or something, there's different rules that change things around. So you play as a bunch of princesses that are trying to avoid proposals by the princes.
Not today, Prince Charming.
Yeah. But then every princess has a special power, and the rules change from round to round. So it's really fun. And they're just kickstarting another version called Zombie Princess, which is based on spades instead of hearts. And then another very simple game is Duck and Cover. We just have a grid of cards 1 through 12, and then you flip over bingo style each number, and then that number has to move and cover up another duck in your grid until you don't have any that you can move or something. And the most whoever covers up the most at the end of the game wins. So very simple and fun.
Rubber ducky.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a few bigger games. First, we have the expansion to Casting Shadows with more characters. This we got for our oldest daughter, who is not really a fan of board games, but this game she actually will play with us, and so she was actually really happy to get the expansion. And we have Domino Deluxe. I'm guessing it's got dominoes.
Yep, it's like a domino drafting game for kids or something.
Fantasy Realms.
Yep, this is, we already have a game called Marvel Remix, which is a re-implementation of Fantasy Realms, but this is the deluxe version that has some of the expansions in it, and so we got this for our son because I think it's a more, it's a theme that the rest of our family enjoys quite a bit. So
not everyone's Marvel.
Yeah, my son and I like Marvel, but the rest of the family, they could take it or leave it. So we got this version to try it out.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah. So then we've got Avalon, which is the big box version of the Resistance Avalon. I picked up Avalon years ago at a garage sale or something, and it was missing half the pieces, and the instructions in the box were from a different version of the Resistance, so I never played the Resistance, but I heard it was a great game. The Resistance Avalon is a re-implementation and re-theming of the original Resistance, which is in the same universe as like the Coup game or whatever. But anyways, so Arthurian legends, social deduction, spies, werewolf type game. It's really fun. Next up, we got Star Wars Super Teams. It's a new game that's based on a Sonic Super Teams game. It's just a simple racing game. You play different cards to move ships of different colors, but you sometimes have to move your opponent's ships. So you want to choose when you want to play the cards that will move your opponents to greatly to benefit you the most, and hopefully you have your ships or your team's ships cross the finish line first. So
plus it's Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars.
You get all the
it's got
ships.
cute little ships in here.
This is charcuterie,
or as you like to call it,
charcuterie. This looks really fun. It's a collection game, I assume. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it looks like you're trying to make the best board. And it looks like here on the back I can see that you have broccoli as an option. That better be a low scoring card, because if you bring broccoli on your charcuterie board, I'm walking out. And cauliflower, ew. Charcuterie is meat.
Yep, meats and cheese. But no, you have different categories of meat, cheese, veggies, and dips. There's different scoring conditions, like you want a certain amount of bread per meat or something like that, and it's fun.
Yeah, no cauliflower.
Yep.
Next, we have SETI, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, by the same publishers that made my husband's favorite game, Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Yeah, that's right. So this one looks really fun. It's kind of a longer game, I think. But I love Lost Ruins of Arnak, and this one's getting some good praise online, so I'm excited to jump in and look at it. Basically, you're gathering intelligence and sending out probes to different planets in search for alien life, and there's a number of different alien species that you can discover, and you'll always discover 2 different aliens. They mix and match how they change up the game or whatever. Nice. So it looks really fun, and I can't wait to dive in.
Spicy.
Then another fairly big game that we gave my oldest son is Adventure Tactics Domains Tower. This game I've heard a lot about. It's a fun adventure dungeon crawling game where you play as a number of heroes, and you play through a scenario, and at the end of the scenario you can level up and you can multi-class and change into different roles and everything and get new abilities, and it just looks like a really fun introduction dungeon crawl for families and teenagers and whatnot. So,
does it come with the paintable meeples?
Yeah, it comes with standees for most of the monsters and the characters, but then there's at least this version that I bought has miniatures for the 5 different heroes that you can use. So.
Nice, paintable miniatures.
And last but not least is this game, Slay the Spire.
Slay the Spire!
This is a really phenomenal game. I owned the PC game, Slay the Spire, for years and never really played it until I went to my friend's house and we played the board game version, and my mind was blown. It was amazing. So I immediately rebought the game on my Android and played it on my phone a lot. Yeah. This one's really fun because if you buy the video game on either Steam or a mobile device, it's only single player. It's a roguelike deck building game where you go through and you play your different cards and upgrade and change your cards and get new cards and get new abilities and fight the monsters, going up in increasing difficulty. But this makes it up to 4 players, so it's really quite fun having this implementation that you can't do in the digital version. Anyway, so I've been playing on my phone quite a bit and ended up buying the board game myself, and I plan on playing this through with my brother, who's played it quite a bit too.
So those are all the games we bought for Christmas.
It's a lot, right? I know.
Too much. That's why we started the channel, okay?
Yep. So hopefully we'll be able to review some of these games on our channel and keep making more regular content.
So thanks for joining us here in Shelf Help Gaming.
And remember to help your shelf to some games.
Bye. '25 edition. That wasn't even recorded. We did
Perfect. Okay.
We're back today to reveal our 2025 Christmas haul.
I think we should say it's been a while, just in case this one's... I don't remember if we're going to post this one or the other one first. But...
Why admit guilt? Just say.
Because we've been guilty.
We're back.
We're bad boys. We've been naughty.
We got so many board games.
Yeah. Losing my voice already. Not good.
Take a drink of water. Drink that water. Picomino. Picomino.
So you want to play those at the opportune time to,
When?
Anyway.
This game looks particularly alluring.
Ooh. See what you did there.
See what I did there. Don't forget River Valley. Oh wait, you already did.
That's the first one I talked about.
Yeah, you're right. It looks really cute though. I'm excited. I want to play it.
Yeah. We also got Jeff Beck to initial.
We talked about that already.
We did?
Yeah, I said, and David actually went to go meet Jeff and have him sign all our games.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
Slay the Spire. Sorry. Every time I see the word slay, I want to say slay.
Am I gonna?
Slay it. Get it, girl.
Okay, I think we're good.